morning, just here going back to a new Simpsons video, and we're back with a new re-reviewing of my favorite Simpson episodes, and this is another one that I enjoy, and it is the 22 short films of Springfield, or about Springfield. I think it's of Springfield, but the 22 short films of Springfield episode. And yeah, it's another one that I enjoy. And yeah, it starts with Bart and Milhouse just spitting over the bridge onto different cars, and they're talking about the different people in Springfield that they're very curious about. And of course, Milhouse is squirting mustard, which I'm guessing is mustard, onto cars as well. And yeah, we actually do see different things going on with different residents of Springfield, like Apu and one of his family members. And yeah, wanting to go partying, which, puts back in 5 minutes. And we see this Apu and the Jolly Bajing something. And going and getting a hot dog, eating it very fast, drinking beer very fast, going to this girl, which this is before he gets married, of course. And starts dancing and ends up knocking people in the pool. And when he gets back to the Quickie Mart, we see the Mole Man guy just been locked in there for the time. And Lisa's telling Marge if she can recycle this beer bottle. And Bart comes by. Bart skateboards by and throws gum into Lisa's hair. And now she's not able to get it out and goes to tell Marge, which, she's just goaded by the hair, or her hair being covered in gum, which they try putting peanut butter on it, but it doesn't work. And then which I remember saying that on the Loud House, on the heavy metal episode, meddling episode that I did on my reviewing of my least favorite Loud House episodes, where Lincoln was trying to get peanut butter to get gum out of your hair. Is that really true, though? Trying to get or peanut butter to get gum out of your hair, is that really true? And of course, it's still stuck on there. And she even tries to put mayonnaise on it, and telling her to go and sit out and let it in the sun. And we see these bees that are coming, one, and then a whole swarm of them come. And then we see one bee on Smitter's glasses, and of course he's not Mr. Burns is so lazy. Smitters has the pedal, but of course he says that he would die if he gets stung by a bee. And he does get stung by a bee, and he is he has the chance of dying. Well, Mr. Burns does not care and tells him to keep on pedaling, which they make it to the hospital, and they take Mr. Burns in instead, and Dr. Nick gives him some money. And yes, we see these different complaints things when it comes that these other surgeons are talking about with Dr. Nick. And then this guy coming in with this crazy person, which turns out to be Abe. And Dr. Nick going over to Abe and even zapping him as well, which, they're like, we're wrong about you after all. And the lights are going on with Barney's place, or Moe's place, and Moe is saying of the amount of money that Barney is having to owe Moe. And then, he has this much, which is quite a lot, he says, and he's like, that'll have to do. And then Snake comes in, and of course Moe just retreats and is behind this bulletproof glass, and Snake is taking all of the money from the cash register. And then we see the whole steam ham kind of thing that you would see on YouTube, and different meme things as well, with Chalmers and Skinner. And then what they were eating, the ham, is now burning, and he sees that there's a Krusty Burger across, which he thinks that he can pretend to make it seem like it's his food. And we see this interesting intro as well, which then we see Gary seeing Skinner and wondering what he's doing, and then brings out the burgers, and he's like, these look exactly like the ones that they make from Krusty Burger. And then wondering what is going on in the kitchen, which he's saying that it's the Norring lights, some kind of lights, and yeah, he doesn't suspect anything. And yeah, then we see Homer saying this newspaper, which he is trying to get, and he ends up locking Maggie inside as well. And of course, he doesn't, or the money is not all that good. And yeah, trying to pull Maggie out by her clothes, but of course, that doesn't work either. And trying to put mustard on the follow me to trapped baby. And yeah, tries to get Santa's little helper to go and get help, but yeah, he doesn't help anything. But yeah, Maggie is still stuck in the, what are those things called, though? Newspaper boxes things. But then we see Chief Wiggum and, the two officers at Krusty Burger, and they're Lou, talks about of how he went to a McDonald's recently, and talking about, and they're like, a what? And saying of how, like a quarter pounder with cheese and steaks that they talk about. And yeah, Chief Wiggum is going to get donuts, which yeah, he has to get unstuck first. And then we see the Bumblebee Man going home, and yeah, seeing all these different things happening with him as well. That yeah, you just see a lot of pain that comes to the Bumblebee Man as well, and getting these oranges falling on top of him, and then going onto the chandelier and causing the whole roof to break. And yeah, his wife gets angry with him and even gets a divorce as well, and what it seems. And yeah, it just leaves while the whole place collapses. And then we see Snake driving, and we see Chief Wiggum going across the street, and of course he's like, hey, I know you. And yeah, hits Chief Wiggum with the car, and even hits this mailbox, one of those mail things as well. And yeah, crashes into this wall, and even kicking Chief Wiggum as well, which they end up rolling into this area with, what is his name? I see him a lot, though. He's quite an interesting character. But Hermie? I think it's Hermie. And yeah, he points a gun at them. And then we see that one of the donuts falling into the sewer, and this dog is trying to get it. And yeah, it's actually the Reverend's dog. And he's trying to get his dog, the Reverend's dog, to do his business on Ned Flanders' lawn. And of course, Ned Flanders is seeing what he's doing, and even seeing Marge, which, yeah, they're trying so many different things. And then talking about trying to get it with ice to try to get it out. But no, it's not working either. And then Willie comes, and then all these other people start coming too. Like, just randomly. All these other different people just start coming, like, not seemingly not even trying to help. And then we see this thing with Cletus as well. This funny intro as well, which is quite funny. And Cletus giving Brandine these boots, which he's having to go and put them back. And then he yells at his mom, calls his mom, which then we see Comic Book Guy on the phone, and Milhouse is wanting to use the bathroom, but apparently he has to purchase something. Yeah, he has to purchase something to go to the bathroom. And yeah, of course, Kirk comes and drags him away. And then we see Snake and Chief Wiggum all tied and ball gagged as well. Which how did Hermes manage to do it? He's got one hand. Really, he's got one hand. So how would he be able to point the gun at them and tie them up as well? Which that's a mystery, though. But then we see Kirk coming in and telling if Milhouse can go to the bathroom, and he allows it. And then, yeah, we just see this awkward, like, Kirk just awkwardly just looking while being pointed a gun as well to get in the corner. And then, yeah, Milhouse comes and saves the day, which Chief Wiggum just jumps away. while still being tied up and gagged. And yeah, Lisa goes to the barber shop and sees this bald spot, and then gets this better looking style, and Nelson laughing at her, and then laughing at this lady, and then see this guy driving in a car, and he laughs at the guy, but then it's a tall guy, and of course, Lisa somehow appears there. Like, one moment, she's just walking away from Nelson, and now she's right there. Like, she has teleportation. And of course, he's wondering if Nelson finds something funny about his appearance. And even doing something what Nelson deserves, pulls his pants down, and everybody doing ha ha at him, and saying to wave at everybody and blow him kisses as well. Which, yeah, Nelson does get what he deserves, and then gets mustard and ketchup all over him, which, yeah, Bart and Milhouse are doing. And they were saying of how there's a whole lot of fascinating things about Springfield, but they were not have enough time to sell them all. And then, yeah, Professor Frank comes, and while he's trying to tell his thing, it just starts to cut to black for the credits to roll. Like, poor Frank. Poor Professor Frank. But yeah, a good episode I enjoy. I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know. Catch you next one.